to housing and urban development. The Centre for Development and Enterprise, together with Shisaka and TUHF, is using small entrepreneurs to rebuild South Africa's cities. Well, it's further developing opportunities in already functional neighbourhoods. This to change perceptions of housing for the poor. And Bernstein, Executive Director for the Centre for Development and Enterprise, joins me now to have this conversation. And good morning to you, and thank you so much for your time. Take me through this new and exciting approach to housing and urban development.
Well, good morning. Think about our RDP program. What we've done is we provide subsidized housing for millions of people, and South Africa has done an impressive job since we became a democracy. But what we've had to do is, because of the costs, we've acquired land normally on the outskirts of cities or towns, and we've placed generally poor and unemployed people in these kind of segregated housing unit settlements. The cost of doing that is enormous, and the cost for the cities is enormous. Imagine trying to run an integrated city with good transport and job opportunities when you're sprawling, and picture that for the next 25 years. We're saying there's an alternative way of thinking about how we provide housing for poorer South Africans. And this is already taking place. We have some 4.5 million detached houses in our urban areas. And there's enormous room for densification, backyard shacks, turning these single family units into multi-family units for rental.
Right.
And that's happening already in the inner city and the in-city suburbs of our big metros and elsewhere, where small entrepreneurs are buying a house and saying, I can turn this into 7 rental units, and I could build something behind the house for eight more people.
Yeah.
So entrepreneurs are responding to the enormous demand for housing in well-located areas close to economic and other opportunities.
I understand that this decision was also based on a study that you have conducted, evidence that you have at your disposal, and now you've published through a report titled Building Better Cities. Take me through what you found there.
Well, this is what I've said. There are a number of institutions operating in this area, too few, but there are some already, who are financing and helping to enable individual homeowners to provide mainly rental accommodation. So take Yeovil in Johannesburg, for example. A civil servant bought a traditional Yeovil house from the current Minister of Housing, actually, and he turned that house into 7 units for rental within the house. And then using that money, he got a loan from a private institution, and at the back of the house used the land available to build small rental units. And these are very low-priced housing. That's about 1,300 Rand per month for rental, or 2,500. So what it enables people to do is to get a foothold in a decent suburb. Might not be, there's a bit of urban decay, but it's a decent suburb, well connected to transport. Often you can walk to economic opportunities all over the area. There's schools already, and so on. So this is happening already, and we're saying that we need to recognize what's happening. This could be a really big opportunity for the country, and we need to manage it well, so that we don't get inner city slums, but we get sort of good neighborhoods.
All right then, and well, thank you so much for taking us through this new approach to housing and urban development. That's Anne Bernstein.
Well, Jane Dutton is not in studio.